All right, welcome to another phenomenal episode of the Imagination Podcast, episode 15. Woo! After a very long night and some crazy driving and intense moments of both on and off the court. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the panel's discussion for the night. 1. Build updates. Let's discuss some of the latest build updates, including Crow's improved lighting on his textures actually showing up now in the game to be visible.
The character select. Blake's, you're working on the one we're talking about is the one before you edited. So
yes.
The build that you edited is what we're talking about.
By the way, hello, I'm Blake.
Oh yeah, we forgot to do the announcement. You forgot.
We didn't do it. Okay, so Johnny Ray, Jared Gingrich,
Brittany,
Jeremy, and our brand new programmer.
Hey, I'm Blake again.
Stop that, because the Mike.
Okay. Yeah.
But this is Blake, our phenomenal new programmer, here to make the game zing.
I plan to do that.
Yeah.
So, what specifically is this talking about, Johnny?
His lighting's better in the character select where we can see his costumes a bit better, but they're still not like lit in game.
In game, yeah, that was kind of.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I need to figure that out at some point.
And fix it.
That's all I've been hearing, really. A lot.
Yeah, it's like we have this wonderful thing and we give someone and it started to fall apart and then we just shoved it up to Blake.
I can take it though.
Master Jigsaw puzzle.
Yes. So, and we're sorry about the recent Steam update. There was some slowdown problems, but it was reoptimized for 3 players, correct?
Sort of. It didn't really hurt. We're working on readjusting those updates on discussion for everyone that's been digging into the game. As I think we had like 15 purchases over the weekend, something like that.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
You're putting food in this man's belly.
We're paying for new assets. Okay. Crow's aerial attacks. That is a hot baited topic.
Oh
my god.
Blake, fix it.
Well,
You did.
I did actually.
Whoa!
I
Boom! Bam!
No, the ones that Cedric had already in the build, like I put them in, they actually work now.
Nice!
Yes, they
nice!
do. They do. Instead of him,
Hats off,
going
hats off,
into his
hats
idol
off.
and then hurting people. No, seriously, he would go into his idol and then hurt people. That wasn't that good.
No, now he actually does things. He actually has a little punch and the little swipe that he does.
Yes!
Yeah.
We don't know.
We need some VFX from this guy.
It's done. It's done. I just give it to you now.
Phase
Jeremy, get on that.
It's done. Jeremy, fix it. It's done.
Oh, we already
Okay.
fixed
I already
it.
fixed it. Just to give it a glitch.
Like that.
Step 1.
Boom.
And new challenge.
Yes. And as we said, we're definitely going to be working on those updates as discussed here, related to the 3 and 4 player slowdown. We are investigating that, and our next update will have fixed that and also revise the keyboard inputs. So you can actually now navigate the character select without it always going left.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 It needed to happen.
Just say yes.
I'm like, why is there no right? I tried every key. I'm used to the controller, so when I didn't have a controller, I'm just like, let me just try and mess around with I couldn't select the character.
Yes, couldn't select the character. Moving on to the second topic of the night, Smash Recap. Listen to our leader regale us with tales of whimsy and intrigue from the ever-coveted Super Smash Con. So, had a great time. Was there for 3 days. I got to meet some amazing people. Met Zero was pretty awesome. Got to sing and see how awesome Jesse's booth was, which was pretty sick. Seeing Rollback Time, their booth, which was all about games of yore. And yeah, that was super interesting. The Smash tournament was really popular. Everyone absolutely loved it. They had like so many people. They also had some pumped up tunes from phenomenal DJs. They're playing Smash tunes on the Eve all the time. Actually, over pretty much every one of my interviews that I performed there. So you'll hear it in pretty much every interview I did of my 2 interviews. I want to say big takeaway is for Imagination Event is now going to be really focusing on accessibility. We noticed on button inputs, every time a character they would finish up with a match, it would go back to character select and it would be like, boom, no cursors are active. And everybody would button mash start, square, attack, triangle, but not X for some reason. So now we're going to be working on that being activated. If there is an active player in that spot, they will now prompt. I still don't know how to address having it prompt for more than 1 player at startup. I still think it should be X because what if you're not going to have 3 or 4 players? Then why would you want those just to pop? As soon as you enter the character select.
Have it where you can, like, if a controller's there, it'll still prompt, but you can just change it to CPU. Because in the Smash Bros, you can't just click something to CPU, which we already have that.
Yeah.
So, just if you go down to where it says player and click right or left, it'll change to normal or hard AI. So, you could probably just do that.
Or, I know Smash is maybe just like using the analog stick.
It'll kick you on.
Because it would pop up right away to the stick.
Gotcha. Because usually I press A and my picture pops up.
Yeah. Or any button. And then like circle still like that.
Yeah, you guys. You speak a little bit louder.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
It's barely picking up.
Yeah, it's barely picking up.
Okay, yeah. Jeremy, you're gonna have a job.
You can do it. I can fix it. Well, maybe. I want to fix it enough.
Yeah. But any thoughts on that, Blake, from a programming standpoint, about what we just learned? Because, I think it's good now, but the biggest offender was definitely coming back in after you finish a match and none of the cursors were active. I think that any character that's active or just played should be active.
Yeah, that's definitely true. It should still be on the same characters, and I can make that work.
Yeah. Because we want you guys, to feel as fresh in it as, into the moment-to-moment experience as possible. The stage select zinged, it was phenomenal. People loved it. Imperium City and the Forgotten Place were by far the 2 most popular stages that the community selected. I'm going to go with the asymmetrical look of how the Imperium City looks because it's a phenomenal playground to, very versatile. And then with the Forgotten Place, it's just so attractive and exciting. Now that the camera's focused in, because Johnny and I played with it when the camera's super focused out. Now, it could probably be a little bit more zoom in, definitely, especially 1v1s, and that was what we showcased. But it's come a long way from where it originally was, and the camera was out in front of the giant arc. Because the stage to me reminds me of Gondor from Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Has that giant tip, and then you fight in the back.
Yeah.
I do like Imperium City. I do whenever I'm testing anything I've done, I always go right to Imperium City.
It's boom, boom, Imperium City. Variation, boom. I love that one because the camera, that's my favorite stage. The camera's just boom, right there in the action.
I like hovering.
Very simple, I like it.
Hovering death's my favorite.
Dude, everyone, before they're Jared, you're ridiculous. They fucking loved it. They're hovering death. That's the coolest name we've ever heard. Seriously. And our last team, our team 2, before Johnny got him, as he seen them dispatched, he was they just did not like hovering death. They were totally against it. Johnny's
Just the name itself?
Yeah,
That's a good name.
they were just no, and everyone loved it. They're oh, hovering death, I'm going there.
It's not like we call it flying murder face or something stupid.
But
Wow.
they were
When
really
the kid get a neck?
they were really against it. They're well, it's just advertising, Jared. We shouldn't say hovering death. I'm
So what should we call it? Product placement the stage?
yeah, really? What?
Hovering stage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hovering product placements.
I know. Seriously, what did they want us
The
to?
Goodyear blimp? or a pun on Goodyear
Stage
blimp?
with Actually, that sounds kind of cool.
Oh yeah, if we got Quan, that.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Gotta be we're going through box. Moving on to our third topic of the night, Patricia. Discuss if Patricia from Mighty Switch Force should be a playable fighter.
Yes.
Alright, wouldn't
She's
say why.
adorable.
She is adorable. I love the way the forward art style. It's different than pretty much everyone else. You know, with their Shantae, My Switch Force, the Galaxy moves. So it's definitely visually pleasing, and I think that Patricia could have a really cool moveset potential. It's just one that it would be really hard on me and Blake.
Well, yeah, that's my big concern with that is the moveset, like, coming up with something that plays sort of like how she does in Switch Force, but also can fit in the Assault.
Yeah.
Because if you can come up with that, then it should be good. But that's a real challenge.
I was thinking of her being able to spawn blocks. And being able to either kick them, move them, and phase them in and out. But they'd only stay for a little while.
That's a cool idea.
So, just depending on the placement of them, which, and also she has short jumps too. Stuff like that. She also has her fire throws and Mighty Switch Force too. So, there's a lot of stuff I could do, but it's just, balancing it would be difficult. And also figuring out how it would work programming wise.
Like, yeah, what if she puts a block on? Well, someone like walks through one of her blocks and then she phases it into existence. What happens to them?
They die instantly.
Yeah, because in the game,
Hovering
You
death.
can't do that in this game, though.
yeah,
I think just have people killed like that.
I think it would launch them. It would just be like a.
Oh, it'd be just like a hit and then they get launched.
Yeah.
No, that worked out, yeah.
See, you're already coming up with ideas
Alright,
already.
go on.
I
Yeah.
have faith in
Go
this.
on.
That's
That does
move
look
for that
pretty
direct.
cool.
Yeah, well, before I send out any moveset, any of these characters to you guys, I try to think of some way the character could work before. Like, there's some characters I see on the list, I'm just like, there's nothing I can do. And I just, like, there was one character I saw that was from a Flash game that used all copyrighted material. So there was like, I'm like, it has no original content for me to go off of. I can't just say, oh, he pulls out a Keyblade, throws it, and then casts Spyra, then eats a mushroom. I mean, it's it just wouldn't work. But
That doesn't sound familiar at all.
yeah, but I'm definitely down for Patricia.
We were talking last week about FTL. And
Yes.
yeah, how that wasn't gonna work either.
Yeah, just we don't have any character art to go off of. I couldn't find any. That's the main thing. Because I give enough time, I can do a moveset, but if we don't have something to really base the model on.
Yeah.
Cool game. Just I don't think there's a spot for it here.
Well, I was thinking, like, in I was looking at the last week's podcast that you could just sort of make a mantis or something, and that could work. Just sort of reimagine what it looked like.
True.
If you could just sort of make it up and just base it on what, like, cheap sprites that they have, you might be able to come up with something cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Mantis would work in this game because it was like a melee fighter and it had like special moves from FPL. So I could see that maybe working if we put some effort into it. But.
oh yeah, definitely. But for Patricia, I say yes.
I say yes, I like her aesthetic. Mine's kind of like a maybe yes, because a person I prefer Shantae, I feel like we could easily, with all of her content, work with something a little bit more unique for a moveset. Whereas, like, I feel like hers would be along the lines of Rin, where we're just feeding it and just kind of, like, doing our own thing instead of, you know, getting the direct input of what we want as the fans and the original character.
Well, Patricia does have 2 games under her belt, and who's to say we can't have 2 WayForward characters?
True. I'm down for that.
I want them both.
And she's adorable.
Yes.
Her really cutesy character. Cutesy girl character.
Oh yeah. Because Shantae would be great too, especially all her dancing. But for Patricia, I'm saying yeah. I think we could really come up with some cool stuff for her.
Boom. It's decided. Yes, we want the Switch Force character. Next item to address. Tempo. Fighter inclusion. Discuss if Tempo The badass elephant should be a playable fighter.
I don't see how. Like, unless he stands on 2 feet, because like unless we get really big.
Like Bowser.
Wise, yeah, I don't know.
I was thinking he'd be big, and for his bows, he would use his trunk.
Okay, no, I can see that.
That's actually been brought up before. It's like, how do you grab them? You know, how do you throw them? How do they use an item? Their hitboxes, just because, you know, it wouldn't be fair. You know, even if they deal more damage, they're huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have to be that much bigger than the other characters.
Yeah.
You can scale him down to
Baby elephant.
be
But
like a little bit larger.
still,
than everyone
for a
else.
fighting game, he'd have severe disabilities.
Yeah, because he would.
Let's grab.
This one again? It's all
I'd love to see that. That would be cool.
That would be amazing. I mean, there's so much cool stuff they could do. I mean, he would be a giant target, but if we did kind of the Big Daddy route and gave him a bunch of super armor on some of his moves, that could work. Because, you know, super armor, you can get damaged, but you just don't flinch during those moves. So he'd be a great powerhouse. The only problem I really see about using him is he is designed by Game Freak. Even though they created him in their spare time and it was published by Sega, they might have reservations since they do have a franchise in Super Smash Bros. Already. It's still an indie game, but the developers are partly in Pokemon.
Well, you never know until you ask.
Exactly.
That's a true one.
And I'm surprised you have reservations about him because of the 3 that we're going over today, I thought he had the most potential. Like he's already like a fighting game character from the gameplay videos. Like he has like a slam that he does, and he has multiple charge moves. I can see him fitting really easily and feeling sort of the same as he does in that gameplay that I saw.
An interesting look at it. I'm just worried about all those hitboxes, all that. How does he ledge grab? How does he get picked up? How does Crow lift him up? You know,
Maybe hangs by
Oh,
front from the
Jesus.
ledge.
Crow like just like grabbing his giant elephant.
Suspension
Whoa!
of disbelief, okay? You just have to follow the mechanics. It doesn't really matter if it makes that much sense.
We would just have to give him his own like grab, like in his grab instead of him being like up and being by the throat, he would be like down, like they'd have his ear type of thing, that's pummeling him in the face.
Yeah, just grab him by the trunk or something. Or a tongue, I don't know.
Grandma says, douche, not taking us.
I mean, don't you want to see Tidus punch an elephant?
I mean, in Melee, Pichu could grab Bowser. Like, no one had a problem with that, so... I don't see him being a problem here.
I just make him
Yep.
like size-wise.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe not
It
as
doesn't
like
have to be
lower.
realistic. I mean,
And besides, seeing 4 tempos and Dragon Valley, that would be.
Oh, he fit right in.
Yeah, he would. Just, could you just see like the Imperium City pilots come up and see like an elephant fighting?
got a elephant. Oh,
I'd love to see that air dash, like, dash in those moments.
see an elephant just like jump on the ship,
Yep. And you just see it like
and then
oh,
it
no,
goes,
no,
yeah, it
no,
goes like
no.
this.
Space, like, oh no, get forward special,
Like
go!
Oh,
the Hulk, the pilot ejects, but he grabs him by his tusk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Couldn't you just see too like Spade like laughing at all the other characters? I have the most broken attacks in the game, and then Tempo just appeared behind him. I got super armor. So I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay, he sounds fun.
I have my reservations. I don't know.
I'm all reservations. I don't know. I think we can have a lot of fun with them, but I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, he does not fit.
Yeah, I'm just feeling like the community would be like,
I really wanted them, and like we can make them work, and sweet. But right now, I'm just like,
We could take a poll.
I don't
Just
know.
put a poll up or something.
Yeah.
The thing was to get more people involved, because right now we have the Freedom Planet community.
And so then we'll just have like 80% of the
a
vote
poll.
will be like Carol,
This
Mila,
excludes
and Lilac.
Free to Planet fans.
And I'll be like, guys, we can't. I'm sorry, not right now. We need characters from other stuff.
But yeah. Moving on to our next character of the discussion for the night. Discussive Ash from hell yeah, Wrath of the Death Rabbit should be a playable fighter.
Yes.
Yeah, all three, I was like, he's definitely the one.
Definitely.
I want a bunny skeleton.
So much. Just
So cool.
he need to have a good mix of range and
I
close.
love his vehicle.
Yeah, his little. I don't know what
Like
that
a speeder, I
is.
guess.
It's like an extreme version of the wheel game. We like get someone inside the
Like
wheel.
General
roll down the
Grievous
hill.
is driving.
Mhm.
It's like that thing from
Yes.
South Park.
Mm-mm.
The It.
Like the thing from Star Wars Episode 3.
Oh, that too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Two.
3.
Two?
3, because that was when all they turned against them. Or was it 2? I'm pretty sure it was.
No, it was.
It was right when they started turning
No, you're
against
right,
the Jedi.
you're
And like,
right.
ching, ching.
Yeah, and I mean, him pulling out a shotgun, just firing, shooting someone up. I mean, it'd be a fun moveset to do. Plus, it's cool to have villains. I like having villains in the game.
Beyond awesome. And I mean, like, him. Oh, like, there's so much potential with him, not only from that, just his designs, and also post game, maybe doing different head skins, because that was his game was monetized. So it could be like, ooh, Pac-Man head, Cheetah's head, Bamboo head, whatever.
A dead mouse head. I don't know.
Bam! Plus, we like just make the eyes a little bit different. So.
Make him like Daft Punk.
Boom! There we go.
Half and half. Smash.
Plus, I think he's a character that even if you didn't know who he was, he's just so cool.
He's just
looking.
cool looking. It's
Yeah.
like, dude.
It'd be like, okay, I'm gonna buy his game now. And his game was kind of Metroidvania style, so there's tons of potential right there for stage and moveset.
Well, again, I'll have to defer to you guys. You can make a moveset for him work, because I was having trouble thinking that out in my head, how his melee attacks and stuff would work. I was worried they all end up just being him spinning his spiny wheel and people and all.
Well, did you ever
That
play
was
Soul Calibur 4?
No, I
Oh, with
Yeah.
something, what's her face?
I can't remember her name, but there was a chick who fought with a giant ring in that. Of course,
Tara.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Oh, but in the gameplay, he doesn't actually swing it around.
Yes.
We can make it swinging around.
You make it like Ghost Rider.
or
Or
you
he
could
just
do like
randomly
Mario.
comes in and like.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Over everybody.
Just to make it fair and make it fit the best.
Just like make it a blitz. And
Plus,
that's it.
yeah,
Well,
he also
or a
has, like,
special.
Or a special.
I
Nah,
think
that's
he
what I
has
was
side
thinking.
special like Wario's.
I hated Wario side special. That was so annoying.
And of course, he has a shotgun. He has more moves you can get in the game too. So
Yeah, I
Does
didn't
he
see
have
the whole
other
game, of course.
Weapons that he has?
he has like shotguns and swords. And
If we need more melee time, we get him like swords or like a scythe. I don't know.
So he can be ranged and.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Is he in the game yet?
Bam!
Needs to be.
yeah,
I saw him like, why didn't we think of him before? He's awesome.
yeah. Because I was just like going over the list of characters. I was like, who do we want to talk about this week? And then I just started thinking about indies, and he came to mind. I was like, oh yeah, he exists.
Oh yeah, he's amazing.
It's funny.
So I am saying, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Our Keto Studio, we're going to CC you on this, and we totally would love and be honored to bring in Hell Yeah into Indie Assault. Would really make everyone here just jump for joy, because that character has tons of potential.
Yeah.
Makes
And we-
me jump saying,
I definitely like his theme. He
Yeah.
does have that going for him. So
Yeah, just like I like when he's in the elevator and the thing farts and it's just like next scene it's just elevator open, he's killed the thing that
Yes.
He's so awesome.
Yes.
just like Crow's kind of like the cartoony fun villain, but he seems like he's a straight up badass.
He's like the dark.
Yeah,
Really dark.
yeah, despite
he's
being
like,
an
comes
undead
in
rabbit.
like a boss.
I mean, I could see him just like for his victory, like rolling in and just giving the middle finger to all of them. Like, you see everyone talking in the background. He just swings
I know.
for a victory lap. Middle finger.
After he wipes his bunny ass.
Yeah, I could just see like all of them looking. I'm like, what the?
Crow's like, I have a new best friend.
Yeah. I would want that on a shirt. Then like their arms over each other.
Oh.
It just says best evil buddies.
I'll feel it.
I so feel it. I think this is the like first character where we're all just like,
Yay!
I know, like-
I don't know. He's like
no,
the traitor
well,
here.
if you can figure out moves, then
Well-
I'm also. Oh my god.
He might have reservations because it isn't on PS4, so that is a legitimate reason, though.
but it was on PS3.
It was?
I
don't really care about that.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but that's important though for a marketing standpoint.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was on-
you care about it then.
Yeah. But no, the PlayStation crowd knows about it. It was also on Xbox Live Arcade and Steam, and it was going to go to WiiWare, but
It is on
didn't.
Xbox?
Yeah.
God, look that shit up. I download that shit when I get
Boom!
home.
Getting that tonight.
I think I had it on my PS3.
I just remember playing the Android version.
Never play Android versions of anything, Jared.
Okay.
It's like the fecal matter version of it.
Alright, so
No,
he's rubbed a little wrong the way, don't worry,
It'll
because
go to
his
Game Boy
his
for
favorite
real.
game's getting a sequel, and they just like ruined the look.
Freaking dude.
no,
Love
we
that.
just have a sprite version of Indie Soul on Android.
That'd work.
And then the food and fan community would finally be fine with it, but then they'd be like, why can't you update the original version to look like this?
What?
No?
Why can't you just be happy?
Why can't you make him smart? I'm not one of...
Plaster a giant smile on his face like a Joker smile.
I was thinking about that. Like, whoa! Freedom Planet! What up? Alright. Potential ideas for medals and also their implementation in India zone. Sound off, guys. Discuss your feelings on what you think of Christine's medals and how you think we can better, move forward with, making them feel more part of the gameplay. Sound off.
I think they're beautiful.
I think the medals are great.
Yeah.
Can you get me up to speed on this? 'Cause I'm
Okay,
kind of out of the loop with this metal thing.
so medals you
Sorry.
unlock, and then they give you statistical bonuses, like an extra burst or extra knockback, that sort of thing. Which, it'd be cool to use, if we had like an event mode, we could like preset medals and that sort of thing. So, but you unlock them like, if you up special 20 times its daily, you get the Firestorm, which gives you 20% knockback.
Okay.
Or if you burst a total of
Plus 2 seconds additional shadow time, plus 3 seconds respawn, invincibility.
And would it like affect multiplayer?
Yeah, so it's like a little way to customize your character post forward besides the physical color customization. It's an additional way to make it feel like it's your character and no one else's.
I see. Okay.
So I like putting the knockback one on Spade and card.
That's ridiculous. God, it is.
Oh yeah. It's evil.
The medals are really pretty, but we just need a way to show them off better.
Yes.
They're really tiny on this, I'm like.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
they're going to be our achievement heads and trophy heads.
Let me pass the mic to Brittany. So, for the player 1 and player with like the most, I think they should switch. Are we still on that? Because we talked about this a long time ago when we first came in. Like, you remember how like the player 1 is like huge and this is like that normal. Then we have like the little itty bitty size, like upper bar.
Yeah,
For the medals, like I still think they should switch.
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's definitely an idea we've been tossing around here within the team is swapping the 2 bars, the heavier bar and the thinner bar, and basically putting the medals, making it larger, so it's more visually there. Like, oh, I should check these arrows out because they must do something, as compared to just making the P1 smaller. Because obviously you're player 1 if you're red, obviously you're player 2 if you're blue, and so on and so forth. So
Yeah.
every game does that pretty much. So we all get that.
Especially party games. And,
Yes.
So I would also like it too if we had like a gallery mode or something, just to show off the medals so they can see them better detail.
Like on
Well-
Mass Effect,
well-
you can like go to the achievements and you just like scroll through them.
Yep,
like that.
and like maybe we can make it too on PlayStation where if you unlock a medal, you unlock the player icon for it. Because you can use player icons on PlayStation for your face online, so instead of having people pay for them, they can just unlock them. Because like Final Fantasy 13 did that, where you can get XMV themes by getting certain trophies. So
Pretty cool, yeah.
So, I'd like to bring up my thought on the medal thing. Well, first of all, I'm sorry if, like, we've already all decided, like, the medals are all going in the game and we're going to do it this way, but I just want to get my thoughts on it real quick. Since,
Oh, go ahead.
Cool.
if this is
Got
a
the
good time to say.
Open floor.
My reservation with it is sort of the balance of them. And what I mean is, I played League of Legends, and this medal system seems similar to the Ruins and Masteries in that game, where you sort of customize your character prior to going through the game.
Yeah.
And what happened in League of Legends is good players would like figure out sort of the optimal setup for each character, and everyone would sort of like copy that setup for the most part. And it just turned into, to play this guy, you want this medal or runes and masteries or whatever in that game. And I'm worried it'll sort of turn into that where just you play this character and this medal is the best for him. Like you were saying, for example, you really like the spade with the knockback medal because it made its card really deadly.
Yeah.
So I'm worried we'll have those sort of combos with like, well, if you play spade, you want that knockback always.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what I was thinking is online, because you know how there's ranked and unranked. Like in ranked matches, medals would be disabled.
Okay.
In unranked, when you're just playing for fun, it's like for glory, for fun, and Smash. You know how for glory is no items, no specials, Final Destination only. They might as well just say you can only be Fox and Mark too.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What if, like, majority of our medals are for everybody, but for every character there's, like, one special medal that you get for that particular character?
That could be good too.
Yeah,
because then it's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Like, I play as Ren a lot, so I did this to get this, and now this move or attack or whatever is slightly
Spades
more
over speed
powerful.
medal.
It's like one little thing.
You just like flying out.
He just dashes.
But yeah, that's a good. That's a pretty good idea. I mean, we want to.
Because then it makes it fair, and
Yeah.
to me that sounds like it's balancing it a little bit more.
Okay, well, I like the idea of that.
Yeah, don't worry. They would not be in ranked matches, just like items wouldn't.
Well, I feel like since we're going for the esport route, but at the same time, obviously a big portion of our market is going to be the casual audience with the success of Smash 4. Considering that, I think that from a tournament standpoint, I think the medals would likely be turned off along with items, but I do feel that Blitz Assault, the way it is geared towards the victor, I do think that would potentially stay on. And I'd like to see it stay on too.
Well, it's like using a fatality, or like it's.
That's kind of how I see it.
Yeah. It's like a super combo and Street Fighter. It's not like a Smash Ball flying around. That was annoying as all heck when we played Smash Bros last time.
Yeah, but I like really from 1v1 Tidus, versus Crow, just what our players' expectations will be 60 frames per second match. Some phenomenal VFX, but more importantly, the basic of it is, tightening up what they say. Like they said, our characters felt a little bit heavy. They said our gameplay's a lot like Melee. A couple people were like, the characters have a lot of weight.
Yeah, they do.
Just keeping that in mind, just looking at that from an open mind standpoint. Like, we want these characters to fight, but we want it to be fresh. They did bring up the point that they do feel 5 stocks is quite a bit, especially considering you can burst, extends our gameplay value by a lot. They love that though. But keep that in mind. I could think we could go 3 to 5 stocks, for the basic. I like 5 just because it's different from Smash, and because I feel 5 is like, wow, it's like, to me it's set.
Yeah, because I think Smash is starting to try to push 2 stock, which I think that's annoying and stupid.
Well, I know, professionally, I'm trying to do 3 or 4, just because it takes so dang long for Smashers, because they sit there and camp and all that fun stuff. But
Dog.
Yeah.
Yes. I've seen super gameplay of Fox and Falco where they were dashing under Final Destination and getting all the way back up.
Bro, that's a 20XX, bro. Don't.
No, so I'm just saying.
They do, yeah, they do.
Yeah. Which we don't want that.
No.
We want matches to be a bit more straightforward. High tech play, sure, but a 2-stock match should not last 30 minutes.
They should not.
No. Jared would try to do that, hiding in the corner.
Which you can't even pronounce.
It lives. All right, so with that, we definitely think that that's an option, and as evocative as these medals are, we'd like to make them a little bit more prominent for you guys. So I think that's really gonna be fun because Johnny and I's expectations is they pop prompt on the left side of the screen when you unlock them, just specifics. The right side will be the Steam achievement and the trophies, and I generally just feel like it could be the same thing. Because they're so attractive, I think it could just be boom, double-sided, it'd be kind of obtrusive, or just
look what you got.
Yeah, really letting you know, because I think and then we can regurgitate and also put this somewhere that how to unlock these, and what all ones there are.
Well,
That these affect gameplay, and it's more than just, oh, it's like a trophy or scroll or something. It's like, oh, I can actually use this.
Well, one way to make it unobtrusive is just do it at the end of the match. Not as your. Well, I mean.
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
Yeah, because and also something that I've noticed is some games the trophy will take longer to pop than in-game achievement. So like I was playing Deadpool, and he's like he points up to the screen and mentions a trophy pop, and then it didn't pop for like a whole 10 seconds later. And he's like, oh, I guess it's gonna be one of those games. I'm like, what's he talking about? And then another trophy popped. The jokes will work a lot better.
Deadpool's so fucking awesome.
He is. I love Deadpool. Jerry, we need Deadpool.
We need Deadpool. Marvel, please give us Deadpool for Indie Assault.
He's so indie.
And now he'd be like, yep.
And then Ryan Reynolds would just come up and he'd be like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
It's for the fans. It's for the fans.
Does he like chalupas?
Then Indie Assault has to
Chimichangas.
He likes chimichangas. Chimichangas approved, and we'll put that in the game as an item. Boom. Done.
Moonwalking around, hitting people with the percentage.
Taking that back.
I could just see him like flying like up in the screen and be like, no, like flailing, like stop. How am I flying?
This is like envisioning his time. It's like, dang, you got a high percent. Better be holding back there, yo. It's worthwhile talking like, dude, player, play me better. I'm ready to fight this dude.
Instead of him clapping, he could totally just be like Kanye, walking up from like third place. He'd be like, you know what, yo?
You know who needs to be number one? Titus!
Like, Titus, you did your own thing, you're cool, and I like that. But Haley has been in this match since the beginning.
Oh, he'd be really cool in this game. I'm glad he's not in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Deadpool would be cool in fucking anything.
Is he in there?
He is.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I had to.
Oh,
man.
I couldn't let the misinformation. It was eating me inside. I felt so bad.
Blake fixed it.
Like, no, let me clear the floor.
He is the fixer. He will fix our ideas.
Oh god, I hate the Fixer. Fixer's so lame.
Like the Fixercist.
The Fixer's
Yes, because our game has been vomiting profusely and spinning its head around, so.
Sure. Alright. Again, cannot wait for next year. We have some really great conferences. We're going to be working one-on-one with Sony to be bringing you the latest updates on Indie Assault as it progresses. We're still aiming for end of November beta release for you guys, so do be excited and looking forward to that. With that in mind, we're looking at Crow, AI, one new game mode, some exciting new medals, and just way more streamlined experience for you. Again, thanks everyone for all the feedback we've gotten over the last week, and it was phenomenal. And also look forward to your free Steam key. Compliments of Imagination Event LLC. You guys were awesome. And big shout out to our fellow devs, Anthony Powell, for that rock paper scissors game. Go check it out right now on Steam, Greenlight. And also Skyhook. They have a phenomenal gameplay experience available to you on Early Access. And we urge you to check it out as it's really fun. And we'll have a full explicit detail of it next week with our exciting variations of how we played it. Alright, be sure to subscribe to us right here on Imagination Net on YouTube. Like us on Imagination Net INC. Follow us at Imagination Net. And of course, pick up a copy, share it with your friend, and help us build this assault into something amazing. Love you. Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
Have a nice night, everyone.
See ya.